away from royal roles in
Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because today we're diving into a hard-hitting truth bomb about Meghan Markle, one that the British press and royalists would rather you ignore. Dr. Tessa Dunlop, a British historian known for her no-nonsense takes on the monarchy, just exposed what many of us already knew. Britain has been rooting for Meghan to fail from the very beginning. But guess what? Meghan is winning, and that terrifies them. Let's get into it. Why this animosity towards Meghan? Why the relentless scrutiny and negativity? As a historian, I've spent years studying the British monarchy. Their history is riddled with tales of power struggles, scandals, and yes, racism. The institution itself is built on a foundation of exclusion. To maintain their grip on power, they've historically silenced dissenting voices and upheld a rigid social hierarchy. Meghan, with her modern sensibilities and independent spirit, posed a threat to this archaic system. Her very existence challenged the status quo. She represented change, and for institutions like the monarchy, change can be terrifying. They saw her as an outsider, a disruptor, someone who could potentially dismantle their carefully constructed facade. Dr. Dunlop doesn't sugarcoat it. She says it plainly. Britain, or at least a significant portion of the press and royalist fanatics, wanted Meghan to fail. Not because she did anything wrong, not because she wasn't hard-working, intelligent or successful. No, they wanted her to fail because Prince Harry chose her. A biracial, self-made woman from America. And that shattered their delusional fantasy of Prince Harry one day marrying a docile, aristocratic English rose. Let's be real. This was never a secret. The British media and certain royal commentators have spent years fabricating narratives to tear Meghan down. The endless smear campaigns, the deliberate misrepresentation of her words, the outright lies. It's been a full-scale assault on her character. Why? Because she represents something they can't control. She walked away, and instead of crumbling under the weight of their abuse, she built something even bigger, her own independent platform on her own terms. One of the most disturbing tactics of this anti-Meghan crusade has been the blatant erasure of her actual achievements. Dr. Dunlop, while offering a bit of red meat to the haters by calling Suits a B-list show, still acknowledges the bigger issue. Royalists want to rewrite Meghan's entire biography. They don't just want her to fail, they want to pretend she was never successful to begin with. Let's set the record straight. Meghan Markle was a highly paid working actress on a hit cable show for 7 seasons. She wasn't some struggling, unknown extra. Suits was an international success, and she built a solid career on her own long before she met Prince Harry. She wasn't plucked from obscurity, she was already thriving. But in the twisted minds of the British press, her accomplishments had to be erased to justify their narrative that she was a nobody who needed the royal family to be relevant. And this is where it gets really interesting. The reason why Meghan's continued success is such a problem for them isn't just because she's proving them wrong, it's because she's proving there is life beyond the royal family. And that's their biggest nightmare. For years, we've been told that leaving the royal fold means doom, irrelevance and a life of obscurity. But Meghan and Harry have shattered that illusion. They've secured multi-million-dollar deals, built a brand and created impactful projects that resonate on a global scale. Meanwhile, the so-called senior royals are stuck in an outdated system that's losing relevance by the day. Dunlop hit the nail on the head when she pointed out that Britain secretly misses Harry. Because let's be honest, compared to the charisma and energy he and Meghan bring, William, Kate, Charles and Camilla look dull in comparison. Meghan and Harry brought a modern, global appeal to the monarchy, and now that they're gone, the institution feels stale, predictable and uninspired. Let's be clear. Meghan's success isn't just about proving the haters wrong. It's about something bigger. It's about breaking barriers. Section 4. Meghan, a woman of substance erased. What the tabloids conveniently ignored was Meghan's impressive resume, a resume that spoke volumes about her dedication and hard work. Before joining the royal family, she was a successful actress, a UN women advocate, and a passionate humanitarian. She was a voice for female empowerment, tirelessly working to uplift women around the world. She ran her own lifestyle blog, The Tig, which became a platform for her to share her thoughts and ideas. On The Tig, she shared her passions for food, offering recipes and culinary tips, travel, documenting her adventures and experiences in different cultures, and social justice, advocating for equality and change. This was a woman of substance, someone who used her platform to uplift others and make a difference. She connected with people on a personal level, showing genuine care and compassion. Yet her achievements were either downplayed or completely erased by the media. The narrative became all about her difficult personality, her American ways, and her supposed inability to conform to royal expectations. Her individuality was portrayed as a flaw rather than a strength. The British media, whether consciously or unconsciously, seemed determined to paint her as a villain, a threat to their beloved monarchy, someone who didn't fit the mould. In reality, Meghan Markle was a breath of fresh air, bringing new perspectives and ideas to an age-old institution. Section 5. Finding Freedom, Forging Their Own Path. In 2020, Meghan and Harry took the courageous step of stepping back from their senior royal duties. This decision, dubbed Megxit by the ever-dramatic press, sent shockwaves around the world. It was a clear rejection of the toxic environment they found themselves in. They chose their own well-being over the constraints of an outdated institution. Since then, they've carved out their own path, free from the confines of royal protocol. They've launched their own charitable foundation, Archwell, focusing on issues close to their hearts. They've signed lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify, giving them a platform to share their stories on their own terms. Section 6. Dismantling the monarchy's myth. Meghan's experience has exposed the deep-rooted issues within the British monarchy. It sparked a long-overdue conversation about race, privilege, and the role of these institutions in the 21st century. Her treatment has made it glaringly obvious that the monarchy, for all its pomp and ceremony, is ill-equipped to handle the complexities of a modern, diverse world. Their attempts to silence Meghan backfired spectacularly. Instead of fading into the background, she's become a global icon, a symbol of resistance against outdated systems of power. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of speaking your truth, even in the face of adversity. Section 7. A legacy of hope and empowerment. Meghan's journey is far from over. She's proven that there's life beyond the gilded cage of royalty, that true happiness lies in living authentically and fighting for what you believe in. Her resilience, her refusal to be silenced, is an inspiration to us all. She's shown that it's possible to break free from the shackles of tradition, to challenge the status quo, and to create your own narrative. Her legacy will be one of empowerment, of breaking barriers, and of reminding us that even in the face of immense pressure, our voices matter.